obviously with that. But the first thing we want to get stuck into, you gentlemen want to talk about this, is it going to affect you guys more than me? Obviously, it's going to be the first papal visit to Ireland since John Paul II in 1979. Obviously, just looking through the figures, gentlemen, it's going to cost a hell of a lot of money, 32 million pounds or euros even. What are your thoughts on this? I mean, is this pointless? Why is it taking the Pope? Why is it taking a Pope since 1979 to visit Ireland? What's the feeling like over there? You guys know.
Well, I'm confused of why it costs quite that much. What was it, 30 million?
Yeah, 32 million. Yeah, it's like
for a 22-hour visit.
Apparently, though, a lot of that's going to be covered by the Catholic Church and fundraisers and all that kind of stuff, which is funny because I know our local church isn't even open at the moment. It closed down, so we're going to get like, I don't know, 30 million from. I've no idea, but apparently they have to completely just reconfigure Phoenix Park because they're expecting, there's 500,000 tickets. So they're expecting a crowd of 500,000, and you have to like reconfigure the park, and it's a whole logistical operation, all this kind of stuff. There's army, there's security, there's all these kind of things that you have to pay for. There's construction workers you have to pay for. Looking at the picture here, it's under the Papal Cross, which I played cricket under, believe it or not, in the Phoenix Park many years ago. And they've got like a set and everything. Are you guys pumped? Are you ready for His Holiness?
No, it's not something that would appeal to me. I didn't register for tickets. I don't know anyone that has. There has been quite a bit of media coverage about it, and I think what's going to offset the apparent cost for his visit is the extra boost in tourism and the extra boost of funds that are going to be delved into the economy because of his visit. And Ireland will be seen publicly and globally as, as a Catholic country because the Pope has come to grace us with his visit. That will boost tourist numbers. It will add another attraction for tourists to go see in the future after the Pope has left, to say, oh, the Pope was here. So from a business point of view, I think the cost will offset what it's actually going to cost to host the Pope while he's over. So I don't think it's the worst thing in the world. The only thing I'm surprised by, as a young person in Ireland, is that like the majority of young people in Ireland wouldn't be of Catholic faith or any type of faith. So it kind of, for me, in a way, it portrays Ireland in a false light. We're not the Catholic country that we were 30 years ago.
No.
There is, by and large, a complete disconnect between majority of young people and any type of religious faith. So from that point of view, it is a little bit strange to me, but at the same time, people have the right to express any faith they choose to, as long as they do so peacefully, in my mind. And for the amount of Catholics in the country, which there are quite a lot of high numbers, the African people that have moved into Ireland, and especially the Polish people, they would be the majority of people that would attend churches in the other demographic area. So I think it's going to be anything. I think it's going to be good for Ireland. It's going to give it a little bit of a boost. It's going to put it on the map. So yeah, I kind of think it's a good thing, even though I'm not religious myself.
I mean, I get it. I get it's going to be a bit of tourism. There's going to be people coming over from like South America, or people that have, from South America living in Ireland, that kind of thing. Won't be many Irish people. There'll be obviously an older generation. But I don't know. Why is it taken since 1979? I think that the Catholic Church has taken Ireland for granted. Obviously, with all the scandals, you probably said, well, it's not the best idea to go over there. That came out. Obviously with all the Christian Brothers and all that kind of nonsense that went on, and the abuse scandals and all this kind of thing. I mean, why since 1979, though, have they left it to finally bring a Pope over?
I think you might be onto something there because, there's a lot of people have a lot of questions for the Pope and stuff as he's coming over. What's her name? Mary McAleese.
Yeah.
She was like disinvited to the Vatican because she's like LGBT rights and stuff. And she was actually disinvited from it, so she's basically asking the Pope, could you explain all this sort of stuff? So like there are a lot of people, pushing away from Catholicism and stuff that are kind of, using this as a way to sort of bring light to other subjects. Like I think they're even tying it into like, oh look, we're spending all this money on the Pope coming over, and the homeless and all sorts and stuff like that. So yeah, be interesting.
I mean, it's just like 79 was when he came over, John Paul II. The abuse scandal started coming out. I think it was the late 80s it started coming out. But the Catholic Church just seemed to have this sort of attitude of, let's bury your head in the sand and sure it'll be grand. And it hasn't been grand. We've seen numbers. I don't have exact figures, but I mean, it's not hard to see, is it, lads? Because I mean, churches are shutting down. Our local church, Sean, that's gone now. That only opens for your communion and confirmation.
Is it the big one there?
Yeah, the big one on the box up the road, as my granddad used to call it. That's gone. Well, it's not gone, but it's still there. But nobody. I mean, you didn't even know it was closed. So
no. A priest there? I'm not sure how much I'm saying this. I think it's in the news, but he actually left the priesthood, like the resident priest.
Yeah.
He's actually left priesthood altogether, and he's moved in with a woman.
Well done. Fair play.
That was in the papers a few months ago, wasn't it, Sean?
Oh, it was, right? I thought maybe.
Yeah,
Should have been saying this.
I think I remember reading about that.
Yeah. He fell in love. Yeah, a friend of mine who's quite avid. He's an avid follower of the Catholic Church, and he said that on to me. I mean, fair play to him. I mean, I just think personally with the Catholic Church, it's not really the fact. Young people aren't into it because, sure, why would you be? What is the point? You go away, you study in school, you go off to this other place, you study again in Selbridge or wherever it is. You go off to Africa somewhere, to the shithole, as Donald Trump would say. As Donald Trump would say, Sean. I meant to say the arsehole of nowhere. Sorry, not shithole. That was the word. That quoting Donald Trump. But you go to the arsehole of nowhere in Africa somewhere, and you go and you help people, which I get it. It's fine. And that is right as well, because people out there do need help, they need guidance, etc., etc. But then, then you come back and then you're told, right, you're to prime your life, you can't marry, and you can't earn any money, fair enough, but you can't marry, you can't have a woman, you can't have companionship, and that's it. You're going to basically deal with these questions and the vitriol and all the hatred that people have towards the church. Some justifiable, and some of it just like bandwagon. Why the hell would you want to become a priest? I just think as well.
I think it's always been. I'm trying to be respectful as I can. An unattractive profession for the majority of people. I think even when the religious institutions had a certain amount of stranglehold over the country, it wasn't as if there were droves of people that were running off to a monastery or to be ordained as a priest or to be ordained as a monk. I think the numbers are always quite low, but you'll always find people, they are rare, who feel that religion transcends every aspect of life, and they feel that God is the message and the vehicle that gives them guidance, and they want to be a counselor to help guide people, and they'll set aside all of the wants and desires that the majority of people that have. They do exist, as strange as it seems to me as a human being and used to, lads. Those people are around, like they are very small in numbers. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't necessarily mean that it's dead, that it's dying off. Religion is global. You're always going to find people that want to fill that position up.
Yeah, I mean, I've noticed. I went to a communion there, in the Midlands this year, and one of the priest was Irish, but you're starting to see now a lot more people from other countries now coming to Ireland, which is from Africa, which is strange, because I remember going to church in the early 90s and late 80s, and there were Irish priests that had spent time in Africa, obviously preaching the gospel and that sort of stuff and spreading the good word. And now they seem to be coming over to Ireland because the numbers are so low. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, when's the last time you guys went to mass? Not for a christening or a wedding or a funeral, but actually set up and said, bloody Sunday, I want to go to mass. Sean, when was the last time you went to mass, Mister? I didn't even know my local church was closed down.
I would have been a child. Like I would say You were talking about like a Sunday service sort of thing where
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
yeah, it would have been probably 12 or 13 or something. I don't know.
Disgrace.
Very long time.
You're going.
And it would have been, and the last time I would have went would have been like Christmas. So maybe even younger again.
See, that's what I had to laugh at. Are you one of those, Lux? Are you one of those fuckers that, I'm going to say fuckers on a Sunday talking about God, that goes to church at Christmas, but doesn't go all year round? Are you one of those?
Yeah, I go out because it's something that I always did. And for me, I don't live in Luxembourg anymore, so for me it's often a great chance to see someone I haven't seen in a while. For me, it's more of a social occasion where I get to see someone, as opposed to going there because it's an important aspect of my life. It's not. Religion doesn't form part of my life. So
you go there, take selfies, post on Facebook.
Nah, don't need.
Check in at the church.
That's your specialty, Sunshine. It's not mine.
Oh, jeez, I haven't been to mass. Actually, no. Hold on. The last time I went to, last time I went to mass was probably about 6 years ago. I had a friend over to London. We went to Westminster Cathedral. It was very nice. We actually went to visit the church and we walked in halfway through mass, so we sort of like felt really awkward and just like sat in the mass.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I tell a lie. In fact, the last time I went to church was in New York City in 2016. And that was an experience. We walked in, and I can't remember what it was. It was Pescatarian Church, or Pescatarian Church. Pescatarian is fish, isn't it?
Yeah. Pescatarian.
Oh my God, this is not a good start. Anyway.
Presbyterian, I think, is Presbyterian Church. It's a sort of, it's Protestant, is it?
It's no black. It wasn't. Anyway, it was a black church. It was genuinely a black church. It was mostly black people in it, and had the choir and all this. It was fantastic. But I remember I walked in, and they had this thing, and they had like security, and he had ushers, and he like threw you into a seat, like get in there, and he gave you like this sort of 30-page booklet. I actually stole it. Sorry, I liberated it back to Ireland, and you had to sit in there and you had to like sing all the songs and all that kind of stuff. And he had like a TV camera, because it was so big. They had massive pillars and had TV screens on it. And we actually, I thought it just had like a stationary camera, sort of like a hard camera, just kind of to show people. But they actually had like a camera on a trolley and everything, like these really cool camera angles. It was really something else. And then like they hand you the basket, and you kind of have to like give like $10 because you probably won't get out alive. That's
something that I think they'll have in Ireland now, is what they call super churches in America. Like they have a massive church that's like a concert. The way in Ireland we have like a church on every fucking street, which you expect to have a priest in every fucking church. Yeah. So I imagine that's what's going to happen. They'll just create huge big churches, fill them with what little priests you have left, and you'll have to drive to them or something like that instead of
they only
on your road.
They're not called. They won't be called churches, Sean. They'll be called mosque.
Well, that's another thing. We're going away from one strict religion, and we're kind of veering towards another one.
I always kind of find it humorous not humorous actually, but it's like we sort of throw off the shackles of religion, and then we welcome in another religion that's like even stricter. But that's a discussion for another day.
That's just called living in a democracy, don't he?
Yeah, no, listen, I'm with you, Luxie. If you wanna praise a fucking cigarette box and that is your god, and you're not doing any harm to anybody, that is your right in a Western civilization, in a modern civilization where you can do what you want as long as you're not causing any harm. So. So obviously, gentlemen, we're not going. You guys aren't going to be in it. You're not going to be in the 500,000 strong crowd, and we already.
No, I don't think
so.
No,
well, the city is pretty much shutting down, and I think the majority of rail services gone to Dublin that day.
Yeah,
all the tickets pretty much all the
50 roads closed or something.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
I mean, I personally I don't see the point in it. Is it sold out? Have all the tickets gone?
Yeah, they have. Yeah.
So, yeah.
What some people are doing as well is like the tickets are free, like you have to sign up online. It was first come first served basis, but people in protest against the church have decided to hold on to their tickets. and not sell them to anyone. That there's no intention of going.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I
And
think.
what they'll do is they'll just let people in on the day.
Yeah, that's what
here's
they'll do.
another 100
Yeah,
people.
but,
Yeah.
no, I think that's just a little bit over the top and spiteful. You know,
It
you're
is a bit.
depriving-
Yeah.
Yeah, you're depriving someone of an opportunity that, you know, for them it could be the chance of a lifetime. To go and
Yeah,
see the Pope
yeah,
with their
that's
own
true.
eyes. So it's cruelty more towards that individual as opposed to the church. So I think it's completely unnecessary, and it's just people trying to put a bit of shine and spotlight on themselves.
And yeah, put themselves on Facebook and all that kind of stuff. It does annoy me. And that's something I know you guys want to talk
cheap.
about. Yeah, it is cheap, and I thought, and it does actually tie into something else that I know you guys want to talk about. It does annoy me a bit when you had the gay marriage come into Ireland. Not annoyed gay marriage, fair play, fantastic, wonderful, groundbreaking, and that actually shows. When people say to me about Ireland, oh, you're Catholic, you have people coming up to me over here, not English people, actually, people from outside of England. Oh, you're such a Catholic country, blah, 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 blah. That was last year, 1974. And you're like, hold on. We went from, I think, homosexuality was illegal up to 1993. Now we have gay marriage by, I think, 2016. It was voted in, whenever that was voted in. I think that's more the Ireland now. That's Ireland. That's, we're modern, forward thinking. Sometimes
Clear majority vote as well.
Absolutely, Yeah. But what I was a bit disappointed was just some of the comments, that people do forget, and social media has a massive thing. I know, gentlemen, this is something you guys want to talk about. That social media has a negative impact sometimes, where the older generation who are probably looking at this going, "Oh my God, what's happened to Ireland?" I think they have to be respected as well. Their opinions that were against that, as long as they're not out, shooting gay people or anything like that. But, I do think that stuff like that, where they're buying tickets out of protest for the papal visit, I think that's wrong. I think you should let people get on with it. Questions must be asked of the Pope as to, and the Catholic Church, why is it taking since 1979 to come to this country when you've had nothing but issues? Like, why haven't you spoken to the people? Why haven't you spoken in this country to the victims of abuse, that sort of thing? But they'll tell you that.